those professions.
All these things add up, though. The Monster Rain, the playing asteroids for a...
I was a weirdo.
You were a weird little kid.
Don't say was.
I used to fantasize.
That bothers me that you think there's a was in that sentence.
Kiss were my heroes growing up. Kiss in the 70s.
Well, Kiss was all our heroes.
And I used to fantasize.
I bought every Kiss album.
So did I. Well, it was bought for me, but I used to fantasize about Kiss. Not sexually, but they would come to my house.
I had a problem that they wore makeup. I was a little uncomfortable with the Kiss makeup.
That's why
thing.
I liked them. That's why, because they were like superheroes. They were like superheroes.
I got to hear this fantasy.
Right.
That they would come, this was a recurring one, that Kiss would come to my apartment and hurt me and kick me down the stairs and beat me. And then hug me and love me and make me feel better.
You're kidding.
No.
Please tell me
that was
this is a joke.
That was a recurring fantasy. It was never sexual, though. It was about, like, I don't know why I associated, because I had a pretty normal household. I always associated that uncomfortability with love.
Yeah, have you ever met his parents?
They're very nice, normal people.
They're the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Never abusive. They were really great to grow up with.
So where did this come from?
Well, my dad drank a little abusive.
Why would you have this fantasy?
Don't know.
Kiss comes to your house. Now, do they knock or are they just there?
Don't remember. I can just remember my steps in my house and picturing Paul and Gene and all of them loving me and making me feel better and hugging me and telling me I was a good boy.
But they're the ones that beat you.
That's the oddness of it. I don't know where it's. Look, why would I fantasize about? Why would my favorite play friend? I had two play friends growing up. One was a middle-aged woman named Helen with a beehive hairdo. I don't know where that came from. That was one of my imaginary friends. And
imaginary friend was
named Helen. Helen, with a beehive hairdo. And one was
Keep tabs on all this, people. You'll be tested.
One was a little boy who was me, but he wore a cape, and his name was Jimmy Robinson. and me.
I can't absorb all this stuff. You're going too quickly.
It's all true.
I want to remember all of this.
And me and Jimmy Robinson hated Jimmy Norton. That I remember.
Wait. You and Jimmy Robinson.
My fantasy friend was Jimmy Robinson, but it was me in a cape.
But how could you and him hate you?
Gee, I don't know. That was just the fantasy that I would play with Jimmy Robinson, and Jimmy Norton was another fantasy character. I mean, sure, there's psychologists all over the tri-state area writing this down.
Oh my God!
Split personality crap.
No. I don't think it was split personality. It was just this weird self-esteem stuff.
And you hate him. Did you talk to Jimmy Robinson?
Oh yeah, I remember. My only memory of a vivid
Jimmy Robinson.
Because I thought he was cool from Lost in Space. Will Robinson.
Will Robinson. Cool. Jimmy Robinson.
So my only real memory of Jimmy Robinson was him riding a tricycle, which was me with this cape on, flowing behind him. That's how young I was. I don't know where it came from.
Did it say anything on your cape?
No, it was just a plain cape, as all cool people had.
No JR on your chest?
No. Bum, bum, bum.
I think you were touched at a very, very young age.
It's very possible, dude.
But very, under 5.
There's other things that contribute to self-esteem, too. It's not necessarily that. It doesn't always have to be that.
I'm just going to throw this out there, because I know it's a hacky radio bit, but I don't know. Would you ever go under hypnosis?
I've tried already.
On our show?
No. They tried. I can't be hypnotized. They tried on Tough Crowd recently because there was a really funny idea. I don't know what they were going to have me do, but they were going to hypnotize me to do something. And then Patrice, they were going to try to hypnotize, like every time Colin said a certain word, Patrice would just shut up because he would always talk over people. So but I can't be hypnotized. I can't relax enough. No. I tried to, and the guy's like,
can you imagine him under hypnosis with a real expert?
This guy was an expert.
No, I'm just saying if we did it on the show.
No, I can't be.
Yeah,
I'm too easily distracted.
I don't buy any of that anyway. Okay, now you covered the Jimmy Robinson. What about the woman now that was your playmate?
I don't know where she came from. Helen was my I don't know where
Helen, an older. That's like a librarian. Or
yes.
Was that the type of woman she was?
Yeah, she was in her. I'm picturing her right now.
After Helen Keller.
No, it wasn't after Helen Keller. It was
you could picture what she looked like as a real person.
Oh yeah. She actually, maybe I saw a picture of my mother when she was very young because it reminds me a little bit of my mom, like from the '60s, who obviously was before I was born. But Helen had a beehive hairdo, frosted, and she was my imaginary friend. Was Helen? I don't know why.
I love this stuff.
It's completely true.
It is insane.
That's bizarre.
Every day I learn a little more about what just a little creep you are. Just a frightening little messed up kid.
Oh,
I love it.
Stop with the were.
No,
were,
no. You know what it is? Were and was is fine because now he's an adult who makes his own decisions. It's based on, what he wants to do. He's a freewheeling guy. If he wants to buy hookers and have them crap on him, that's fine. You're an adult. As a kid, it's creepy. Because kids do things like play with their friends, with toys. They enjoy Christmas. They enjoy their parents. They don't make up little playmates that are them with capes and little school marm type playmates that are 50 friggin' years old with beehive hairdos. They don't play Monster Rain. They don't enjoy the Village People. It's just a creepy little thing.
The Village People, the only thing you're wrong about is the Village People, because they were very big back then, and again, when you're that young, you don't recognize, they were like
colorful and fun.
Makeup, they had the costumes. I love Kiss for that reason, too.
There you go. Oh, the Kiss beating story?
That's odd, yeah.
I don't think we can find another listener that grew up listening to the Village People.
I guarantee you can.
Oh,
no way.
Dude, they were in the 70s, man. When they were
I
huge.
would hear them when I'm driving. My mother.
We all knew who they were, but,
listen,
you didn't become a fan of the Village People. You just didn't.
Well, back then it was
there was not one person in my high school that went around saying, he liked the Village People.
Because there was a disco rock split back then. I didn't know about that. I was a little too young.
How old were you? When you were junior high, whatever.
When were the Village People popular? 78, so I was 10.
All right, he's 10 years old. So it's different,
I was 11 when I saw my father took me to see Kiss in the Garden. I think Cheap Trick opened in December 16th of 79 on the Alive 2 tour.
I could even buy that you're 10 and you're a Village People fan, not knowing,
Yeah.
That's fine. The Kiss thing, you be a Kiss fan, that's fine. But you would be a Kiss fan without the images of them beating you up and then coddling you and saying it's all going to be okay.
And hugging. I told you, I got my picture with Kiss recently. The first time I'd ever met, with Gene, I was starstruck.
You were scared you're going to get bitch slapped by Paul Stanley.
Dude, when he
how do you allow Paul Stanley to bitch slap you?
He didn't bitch slap. Oh, and the thing. He put it behind
In your fantasy, did he hold your head close to his puffy hair chest?
No, dude, it wasn't about sexual stuff.
Everybody!
Dude,
we're gonna cuddle Jimmy Norton!
He, from behind me, I had the photo, you can see the photo, I'm standing there, he reaches around behind me and puts his arm on my chest. This is last November, I tilted my head and put it on his bicep. It was like a childhood hero thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, I almost held his arms, I didn't do it.
Your fantasy come true.
It wasn't about sex, or I don't want to touch Paul Stanley, but it was like, it's like a superhero.
That's another part of the weirdness.
For you to touch him.
Yeah, probably.
That's another part of the weirdness. If you said you had some kind of physical attraction and it was a sexual thing, it would be disgusting to me. But the thing is, it's creepy.
Yeah.
That you just wanted them to say, to like your company and love you and
be my friend and hug me.
Beating you
after kicking me down the steps and beating me up.
That is so weird.
Oh.
I got to play the Monster Rain thing. We're not taking a break, but Monster Rain, the commercial by Laszlo.
Yeah.
From GTA. It's not in GTA, but Laszlo decided to put this together for us. Check it out.
He was just the boy next door.
Mikey, where are you?
It's the game for kids that's sweeping the country.
Jimmy, what are you doing?
Jesus H. Christ, my little baby!
Monster Rain. Monster Rain. The game you play under the porch. Monster Rain.
I like that one, man.
It's hilarious.
That is bizarre, though, man.
Yeah, I know. It's a little odd. I admit it. I don't know where it comes from or what it is.
Jimmy Robinson.
The cape.
Well, here's a guy that also listens to the Village People. I'm stupefied today. Steve, what's up?
Hey, I'm using Steve because I ain't giving my real name. I got to back up, Jim. I honestly listen to the Village People.
Really?
How old are you?
I mean, all right, listen. We all heard them on the radio. I mean, did you consider yourself a fan?
Yep.
How old were you?
So weird.
2 years older than you, Jimmy.
Oh, so yeah, you were 12, 13. I mean, it's pretty normal. They were kind of cool guys, you thought, back then.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm saying Steve because I'm in Brooklyn.
Live and sleazy. That was a good song when you were young.
I only know a couple of the hits. That's about it.
In the Navy?
Well, in the Navy, I know.
YMCA, obviously everybody knows, but there's a couple of...
Macho Man. You can't go to a wedding without hearing, like, YMCA or something at the end of the night.
Yeah.
So.
And the Yankees...
that awful
Fields
grounds crew.
Yeah. The grounds crew would come out and...
What's that stand for with the Village People? Young men carry AIDS?
Chris from Boston. Hey, guys, can you picture Lil Jim in his little Kiss Army makeup with a little black tear running down his face after getting his ass kicked by grown men in cat makeup?
I never dressed up like Kiss.
No.
Never wore the Kiss makeup.
Oh, well, that fixes everything.
It would almost be sacrilegious. I felt that I couldn't.
Really?
Yeah, no, I never dressed up
You
like
were a huge Kiss fan then.
Beyond.
Wow.
Dude, my father had to buy tickets 6 months in advance, and we were almost in the top row in the Garden. That's how Kiss in the 70s was bigger than anybody is today.
And was the night of the concert like this was a big thing? It was going to be amazing.
Dude, I was a god in the neighborhood. No one else could get tickets. They're like, Jimmy's going to see Kiss. This is in August. In December, he's going to see Kiss.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe my dad got me tickets.
Tell him to get out from under the porch. It's time to go to Kiss.
Yeah. Maybe there's another reason you were a god in the neighborhood. Just sucking all their wieners.
You'd think you would get better tickets for all the sucking you did as a kid. My God.
I still didn't tell you about the brother and sister that I used to have sit on my face so I could smell their pea-stained underwear. I'll tell you about that someday.
Oh, Jesus.
Considering the show really blows today, maybe you should pull
brother
that
and
one out of your
sister?
back pocket.
Yeah, I can't say their names, but when I was that young.
Why the brother, too?
I didn't, again, it wasn't a sex. It was just the smell of piss. It wasn't him sexually. I
Was
actually
it
was.
you or Jimmy Robinson that was?
I was unfortunately Jimmy Norton. I'd love to blame that one on Helen, but I think she was trying to ixnay on the face sitting A. But no, it wasn't about the one. I was attracted to the sister, actually. That was the girl that I was naked one time in front of me, and I loved her ass so much. I was sitting next to some sticker bushes, and I'm like, you can either sit in my lap or sit in the sticker bushes, and she sat in the sticker bushes, which destroyed my little self-esteem.
And how old were you?
Again, second, third grade. I moved.
See, I had no clue about this stuff when I was
out of
growing
that
up.
neighborhood. Halloween of fourth grade, which is the very beginning of fourth grade. So anything I'm talking about, this stuff, all happened before Halloween of fourth grade. All of it. Yeah.
And a brother and sister.
Not at the same time, but
Not
yeah.
at the same
They both
time.
would pee their pants. I imagine they had a wonderful upbringing.
Not at the same time.
No, I mean, it wasn't some weird... And it wasn't even a sexual thing.
It
was just
wasn't
a smell.
some weird, he starts saying.
See, we could almost let you off the hook if it was them together, because then you could say, well, I did it because the sister... I don't know, but that
Yeah.
means you were just under the porch with the
No,
guy.
this was behind the bushes. in front
Behind
of
the bushes.
Yeah.
And what would you say? Take off your pants?
No, with pants on. No, it was never nude.
Oh,
the only
pants
one I
on.
wanted to see nude was the sister, who I had like a real crush on.
I would
liked
love
her.
to take a black light to his childhood home, behind the bushes, under the porch.
And you'd say, sit on my face?
Don't remember how it would go. I honestly don't remember. I can just remember liking the smell.
Yeah, there's got to be a beginning to that, though.
I'm sure there is. Probably happened during wrestling, and I would pretend to lose. I don't know.
Oh, got you. Yeah,
Do not know.
like
All right, let's.
But the girl I really had a
Unbelievable.
crush on. She was a year older than me.
So glad
Yeah.
we're getting the gay out of
Where
the
is
show.
she buried now?
Yeah, where can we find her? Brian from VA, what's up?
Oh, man, I'm telling you guys, you got to get the gay out the radio. You got to get rid of Norton, man.
That's not gay.
What's gay about that?
It's weird.
To the show for the last month, man. You're getting subliminal messages across the radio that Norton's gay from 5 years old playing Monster Rain to talking about
It's
Kiss,
the weird
Village
thing.
People.
He's the last person that you would think is gay. He's not gay.
Yeah, dude, I open up about the childhood. How many guys, maybe some haven't, but a tremendous amount of people did stuff in their childhood they're too afraid to be open about. Who cares?
I just think Norton's hiding something. He's afraid to come out because he
Hiding
might like
something.
it.
I wish he would hide something. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
I don't-
I love
I don't-
women.
I don't know if he'd suck one, but I believe he'd hold it in his mouth till the swelling went down.
We have to hear Norton talk about a different woman almost every day. The guy is obsessed with women.
Mr.
Yeah,
Norton
but, I
is
mean,
very
come on,
secure
Red
in his
Boy.
sexuality.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you, Kenny.
Jesus, Jimmy, didn't you ever do normal things like play Little League or go to
Yes.
Disney World?
I went to Disney World as a young man with my girlfriend, and I played Little League. I was a pitcher. I have pictures of
Not
myself.
a catcher?
No, in Little League I played a lot of outfield.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I used to spin in a circle once to the right. And I remember one time I was playing for Young's Glass Service, and Mr. Wasenta was my coach, Wasenta. And I would spin in the circle to the right in the outfield. And I'll never forget from the dugout, he screams, "Hey, Jimmy, what are you, a ballerina?" In front of like the other team and my
Oh,
team.
boy.
Yeah, it was nothing but humiliation
Was
growing up.
Chico's Bail Bonds was the other team sponsor, right? Believe.
They're
Little
remaking-
League.
They're remaking that movie.
Little League was when I had my first gay experience. I was playing catcher, and the umpire checked me for a cup.
Really?
Yeah.
Kenny, Jesus.
Yeah. I love the delivery.
I'm so glad you protect us. Sparky, what's up?
Hey guys, how is it?
How is it?
Hi, Sparky.
It's Mississippi checking in.
But, hey, Jimmy's normal. Leave the poor man alone. We used to listen to ABBA and the Village People, and we listened to all that as kids, and we played the silly games. My sister used to have a tea party where her collie dog, her female collie dog, was her husband, and I was the baby.
Wow.
So So, you know, I used to have dreams about sleeping with my big Aunt Jemima black nanny when I was a little kid.
Oh, yeah?
It's pretty normal stuff when you're a kid.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy's all right.
Thank you.
He may be a little weird now, but he was all right as a kid.
Yeah, it's just you don't know. You just know certain things are taboo or whatever. You don't know why. I mean, you know, you're too young. I didn't get rods back then.
Right. You're experiencing things. I mean, you're just learning. You don't really know that it's bad.
Huh.
It feels good.
All right. Well,
Boy, does it.
thank you, Sparky. Joe has...
I remember being friends with Casper the Friendly Ghost. That was about as weird as I got as a kid. I was actually friends with him. And he came over the house and, you know, I played with him.
Burned a cross on someone's lawn. Then you realized.
Hey, that's not Casper.
Yeah. Wait a
My
minute.
new neighbors from West Virginia.
There's a for sale sign in front of the Wilson's house.
Oh, yeah.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Casper the Friendly Ghost was my
Imaginary
play friend, yeah.
And what would you do with Casper?
I would go out in the backyard, play with the dog, dig holes in the ground, throw rocks.
Did you see Casper? I don't think I had an imaginary friend growing up. When you have one of these imaginary friends, do you actually see them?
Oh, yes, you visualize them, yes.
Yeah, I visualized, but never saw, but you...
Well, I mean, in your mind, are you seeing Casper the Friendly Ghost as you're playing with the dog?
You look up to talk to him, you know, if you're digging a hole in the ground, you're like, hey, you know, this
Some
is
people
fun.
say those are ghosts, real live ghosts, and they only kids can see them.
Casper the Friendly Ghost. See right through him.
Oh.
That's weird. Someone has...
But that's about as weird as it got with me. It was he never kicked my ass and then held me.
It's so weird. Joe in Delaware has a theory on Jim's stuff here. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hi, Joe.
How you doing?
Welcome to the radio program.
Good to be here, man. I got your problem figured out for you.
All right.
The Helen woman was the chick who molested you before you were 5. Little Jimmy Robinson with the cape was a superhero who you wished you could be to fight her off.
Uh-huh.
And that's why you need Kiss to abuse you and then coddle you.
Because it's your fault, but it's okay.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I was abused by a woman named Helen, to be honest with you. I don't know if Jimmy Robinson was going to help. Who knows?
All kidding aside, do you think you were abused as a kid?
To be honest with you, probably not. I'm not going to say definitely no, but I'm pretty open about searching for the memories and stuff like that. And anything that happened at that age was just consensual stuff with kids my age. It's almost like it's possible somebody I did it with was abused and introduced me to it. I don't know, but they were all my age. It was never an adult. It was never a creepy uncle. It was always, you know what I mean? Like, I remember the first girl that put her ass in my face. Her name was Janice in Devil's Creek, the woods between River Heights and Marina Gardens, the 2 apartments. And she was a year older than me, and I put my face against her cool ass cheeks, and I still love asses today. So a lot of it might have just been normal exploration.
All right, let's say hi to Brandon in Atlantic City.
Yo, Opie, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why are you trashing Jimmy about having fantasies of men beating him up, and you went to college and had it done?
Thank you, man. Good point. At least Gene Simmons never asked me to pick up a yummy treat with my asshole and drop it on Peter Chris's porch.
I guess I should have known better.
Yeah.
You have the excuse of youth.
Thank you, sir. That was an excellent point.
All right, I have nothing on that one.
Then Kiss made me lie on my stomach in the basement, and they poured hot sauce and made me exercise.
Right, that wasn't my story.
I know.